A scenic and windy drive over the Sierra from Lake Tahoe will take you to a whole different world. Perhaps just as beautiful as the vision the lake offers, but it couldn't be more opposite. Behind me is the historic and beautiful Carson Valley. Just 20 minutes from Lake Tahoe, the Carson Valley remains much as it looked when first settled in the mid-19th century. Ranch homes dot the same verdant landscape worked long ago by the original pioneers. Nevada's oldest town, and perhaps its most charming, is Genoa, established in 1851. Now, many of these buildings are original, standing as evidence today of the way things were a long time ago. The original buildings here in Genoa include this one, my personal favorite. This happens to be the oldest bar in all of Nevada. See, it says so right there. Now I'm going to step inside and do what the early settlers did over 150 years ago. Have a beer. What? It's my perfect Sierra day. I'm thirsty. Seriously, some of the cobwebs, and maybe even some of the guests, date back to the Old West. You know, I almost ordered myself a sarsaparilla, but I didn't. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
This is for historical purposes. Now back to present day in historic and surprising Genoa. Visitors to Genoa are often surprised to learn that this town, Genoa, Nevada, is home to an award-winning winery. That's right. This little town of Genoa, built in 1851, is now producing wines that people are tasting around the world. Let's step inside and meet the winemakers of Tahoe Ridge. Tahoe Ridge is not some token winery and touristy tasting room, not by a long shot. Their wines have been the recipients of countless awards and medals and continue to attract the attention of winemakers and tasters from around the world.
Well, we pioneered this industry back in 1990. We're the only commercial grape grower in the state of Nevada. It's a great new industry coming to the state. You know, it's a water efficient industry, so grapes use about 1/10 the amount of water as your typical alfalfa crop here. So it's a very efficient, great agricultural industry that we're bringing here to the state of Nevada, along with the tourism aspects.
Meet Kathy Halbardier, owner here at Tahoe Ridge.
Cheers.
How did we end up with a winery in the Carson Valley?
Because we came here to grow grapes and couldn't find more fertile soil, better access to water, and a very efficient crop in terms of low water usage for a high desert. And at the time we moved here, we were experiencing a drought. So it just made sense for us, and it was a vision and dream we had.
Well, part of the vision and the dream, I'm sure, is how beautiful the valley is here.
Exactly.
So I understand you've been winning some medals recently. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yes, we've won several medals, and we were in the San Francisco competition, and we were also in the West Coast wine competition, and actually our Sauvignon Blanc was one of them that won an award, so that's my favorite wine, so I'm very happy.
Well, I'm more of a red guy.
Well, and the reds, our Barbera and our Harvest Select Red have also been winners in the competition as well. And we're getting ready to enter some new competitions. We have 13 wines, so it gives us an opportunity to share those wines.
Well, congratulations again. Now that you must have been up against some Napa wines, I'm assuming.
Absolutely.
It's pretty much the wine capital of the Western United States.
Correct. We were up against a lot of California wines, Napa, Sonoma, and it was wonderful to see that we could stay the test of time.
I'll bet you get a lot of people that are surprised to find a winery in this region, and especially that you're producing some award-winning wines.
And they're really surprised and intrigued to figure out that we're actually growing the grapes here. One, they didn't think that there were any wineries in Nevada, and then much less that you're actually able to grow the fruit here. So that has been a real interesting response. Sometimes they're like, oh, that can't be good wine, and then they taste it and they fall in love and they become part of our wine club, our wine family.
In a way, you're kind of breaking the rules. I mean, you're living in one of the most beautiful places in the world. You're doing something that may have started as a hobby and is now your living, right? And your passion.
Absolutely. You know, as a lot of entrepreneurs, you start in your garage, and now we're actually have the tasting room, the production facility, the vineyards. So every day you're living your dream. So we feel very pleased and blessed with what we've been able to accomplish.
Well, that's very nice, and it's certainly a far cry from the garage, isn't it?
Oh, trust me.
Cheers.
Cheers.
From Tahoe Ridge. Just a couple of miles across the Carson Valley from Genoa are the twin towns here of Minden and Gardnerville. Now, there are plenty of options for both dining and shopping, so bring your wallet and bring an appetite, especially for the JT, a traditional Basque restaurant. They'll bring you piles of food about this big, and oh man, is it good. Now, for any stay longer than a day, you need a place to call home and set up roots. Here in the Carson Valley, it's the Carson Valley Inn right here in Minden. Let's go inside and take a little tour. We're inside now, the Carson Valley Inn, and this is my tour guide. This is Matt. Hello, Matt.
How are you, Dave? It's nice to meet you. Welcome to the Carson Valley Inn.
Thanks so much. Now, we're making the Carson Valley a big part of my perfect Sierra day. And I have to admit, this property feels pretty homey to me.
You know, the Carson Valley Inn, we like to think that it's base camp for fun for everyone on the Eastern Sierra. And so that's what we strive every day to do at the CVI.
Well, it's certainly a beautiful valley, and there's so much to do and see out here. But if I'm going to stay, I'm thinking I'm going to stay here. So tell me why. Why is the viewer going to want to stay here at the Carson Valley Inn?
The Carson Valley Inn has every amenity you would ever want in a hotel casino. We have 3 great restaurant opportunities for people to eat. We have lodging. We have our motor lodge. We also have our RV park. We have a great hotel here at the Carson Valley Inn. We have free nightly entertainment every night. It's just a wonderful place to spend some quality time.
Oh, it is absolutely gorgeous down here, with Lake Tahoe just up the hill.
Yes, it is. And a lot of our folks do go up. They like to ski from here. There's tremendous amount of golfing in the valley. There are 9 great courses here. We have Kirkwood just down the road. We have Heavenly Valley just up the hill from us for skiing in the winter. We have a lot of great things like, you know, the river activities and rafting down the rivers, the bird watching, which is something we talked about a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I noticed on the way over here, I saw a lot of hawks, and I think the eagles come through every year, don't they? Bald eagles?
In the springtime or late winter time, about February, you can see bald eagles just almost outside the door of the Carson Valley Inn. It's amazing.
Well, I'm feeling welcome, and I'm getting that vibe that you're talking about. I mean, everybody seems very friendly, and I'm getting a little hungry, so what do you suggest?
Well, let's go to Fiona's and enjoy the express lunch that we serve every day, Monday through Friday, in Fiona's Bar and Grill.
Sounds good to me. Let's go grab a bite.
Okay, great, thanks.
Whether you're staying at the CVI or not, a visit to Fiona's Bar and Grill will make your day and leave you satisfied. Every great adventure starts with a great base camp. In the Carson Valley, for me, it's the Carson Valley Inn, and I suspect it will be for you as well. I hope you've enjoyed our day trip today to historic Carson Valley. It has all the feel and nostalgia of the 19th century, but with all the amenities and comforts that we modern day travelers enjoy. And it certainly fits perfectly in my perfect Sierra day.